Hi, it's Driver Films, and today's video is going to be about this idiot. Yep, education is fucked to this idiot. And I call him an idiot because he brings no real opinions to the video. He's just been a crabby about it. But anyway, let's start with his opening statement.
Hello everyone, my name is Bryce and I'm a second semester freshman at Baldwin Wallace University. I live in a single dorm and my major is undecided. But before I get in this video, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've struggled with social isolation the past 3 years of my life, and I understand how depression is and how it feels, and I totally get the feelings that you're alone and you're lost. I'm here to assure you that you're not alone. And especially when it comes to hating education. Although Snapchat stories, tweets, and Facebook posts about Monday mornings do not lie. Education is not fun. It's just a burden and a waste of people's time. If we're supposed to live every day like it's our last, then why are we wasting our days away in classes, listening to lectures that we don't even care about?
Everybody gets the Monday morning blues. It's not just you. People in students who are in education, they go, oh, I don't feel like going in, perhaps a bit of a bad weekend, a heavy weekend. People who work get that. So, I think on Snapchat and Facebook is true. Snapchat and Facebook's bollocks. Do you read everything? You believe everything you read on Facebook? I believe don't. I just, okay, someone's posted that, fine. I get the Monday morning blues sometimes, but you know what? I deal with it. I don't whinge about it, I deal with it. I go in, go to the lectures, make my notes, do the required work, read around the subject. I don't sit there and bitch about it like what you were doing and what you're going to do for the rest of the video. So, buckle up guys. You got popcorn ready? Let's see his next statement.
The world could end tomorrow. We don't know. No one knows but the Father. I focus on the idea of happiness and true happiness because that's what makes a life well lived, and education does not lead to true happiness.
Education does not lead to true happiness. For you, maybe not. And I think those who are around you, maybe not, because I have to put up with you all the damn time. Me, personally, I was out of education for a few years, but now I'm back into it. I'm enjoying it. I wish I'd done it soon, I've made new friends, I'm gaining new skills, I'm going to gain qualifications for the job I want to do. And I'm happy doing it, so all because you're not happy does not mean everybody else is unhappy. That's an invalid statement there, so that's bullshit straight away. Next statement.
It leads to money and greed, which is what we don't want as a society. We want to be a society. We don't want to be individuals, but we want to be a society. We want to be interconnected. Education is destroying every young mind. While information given to students may be factual, no one really cares. While in class, students can't wait to get on their phones, text their friends, and think, when can I get out of this class and get on and live my life? We're being held slave to this so-called education.
Well, I actually had to sit down because your video is so asinine, but anyway, money does not lead to happiness. Well, if you think about all these millionaires, these people who've bought and sold businesses and gained a lot of money, do you think they may have give money to charity? Quite a few people do. The local, he's a local millionaire, well, he's not going to do anymore anyway, but he gives lots of money to charity. It's the John Cordwell Trust, so you can't say that money doesn't lead to happiness because he's making people happy through charity work. Then you're saying that education is destroying young minds. Well, that is another bullshit statement. Maybe the people who are in this college, they are there because they want to gain the necessary grades and gain life skills to get a job that they want to do. And it seems blatantly obviously that you just don't want to do the work. You think it should be dead easy because you're there. No, it's not easy. Life is not easy. Education's not easy. But then you're saying people don't care about it. Well, you obviously don't care about it, and people are on the phones, looking at you. Oh, when's it time to go? When's it time to go? Well, that's probably you. And generally, people do go on the phones in lectures. It's fucking annoying. But That's their problem. Also, you're saying that people are slaves to education. I mean, what a fucking ridiculous thing to say, man. Slaves to education. Let's put it this way. Slavery. People taken from the homes in Africa and all around that area are not too big on the history. They were taken over to America. Okay, England did it as well. You know, not everybody's guilt free in this. They were held against their will, forced to work on the plantations. Basically, that's slavery. You, on the other hand, you chose to go to college. You chose those subjects. You got bored of it by the sounds of it. You can quit any time. Is anyone like pointing a gun to your head, saying you must learn this, you must learn this? No, they're not. So, another invalid statement. You're not doing too well on this, are you, mate? No wonder you want to quit college, because you're too fucking stupid by the sounds of it. But anyway, let's see what his next statement is. This should be good.
For example, I'm taking a history and art classes right now in college. And while the information in these classes may be interesting, I really don't care in the end about what's going on in the class. It may interest me slightly, but it's really not going to be significant to my own life, so why would I care?
So you're taking art and history, but it holds a bit of interest to you, but you don't really care. Why did you fucking pick it then, dumbass? Did you not read the prospectus, you know, the little book thing you get, you know? Or online, you know, oh, I think I'll do it on history. Did you read it? Because if you would have read it, you would have known what the course was about and what you were required to do. But no, you just, oh, well, I go to college, it'd be a good experience, but oh no, I don't like it. Why would you pick a fucking subject you're really interested in? I've done that. Do you know what I did? I didn't think, oh, I'll do that, that's interesting. I read the prospectus, I read what was required of me, I knew what work I had to do. You obviously didn't do that. So again, another invalid point. And this is your own fault. Because, to be honest with you, I hold no sympathy for you at the moment. None at all. Next statement.
If I took a YouTube class, it would be neat, but YouTube isn't important to colleges, and multiple other things aren't either, like Netflix, Vine, Instagram, television, movies, gaming, and multiple other platforms. Like, no one can have classes of those because they're impractical, but that's what people love. They love that kind of stuff. And to make a living in this country, we have to go through 4 years of our life wasting it away, listening to things we don't care about. And the only thing I like about college is I have a few friends here that I can socialize with, but other than that, I just can't wait to get out of here. I just am itching to get out of this place.
So, you can't wait to leave. You don't want to lose 4 years of your life. Well, here's some options for you. Quit. Leave. Go home. Alternatively, change subjects, perhaps. Do you think of it? Oh, then again, you don't want to waste 4 years of your life, so you've already wasted a year doing art and history, so that's going to be like that's going to be 5 years for you. If you carry on in college, I doubt you will. You don't seem like the sort of that would last, but you know, that's my opinion again. Next statement, please.
Just like slavery, I do my time to stop being held captive so I can be freed from the chains of education. I feel like a slave to this university.
So, you can't wait to leave. You don't want to lose 4 years of your life. Well, here's some options for you. Quit. Leave. Go home. Alternatively, change subjects, perhaps. Do you think of it? Oh, then again, you don't want to waste 4 years of your life, so you've already wasted a year doing art and history, so that's going to be like that's going to be 5 years for you. If you carry on in college, I doubt you will. You don't seem like the sort of that would last, but you know, that's my opinion again. Next statement, please.
Not all professors think they're better than God, but the ones that do, I got bad news for you. You're not better than the Lord. The Lord is above all. Education is below family, friends, and self, because those guarantee true happiness. God's always there for your family, your friends. Those are all relationship-based, and relationship-based things in life are so important. That's what guarantees happiness, guys. That is it. That is the road to happiness.
Again, you're not a slave to uni, and you're saying professors are better than the Lord. Well, that's probably your opinion. And in all honesty, you're saying you're better than they are. Well, you're not, dude, because you have no qualifications. You have not put the time and effort in to educate people. They've taken the time, they've taken years out of their life to educate someone, and all you're doing is just throwing it in the face. As you said, education is less important than family. Well, okay, family is important, but what happens if you don't get on with your family? Does that still apply? Well, some people in family do my head in, but they're more important than education. I'm going to sit on the fence with that one, to be honest. Members of my family do piss me off, but you know what? You just got to deal with it. So, anyway, let's see what the next statement was. Oh my God, I hope it's not on about being a slave to education. I really do not hope it is that. Continue.
And education doesn't guarantee anything other than the possibility of getting a job, a chance. You won't even know if you're going to get that job. You're just wasting 4 years thinking, oh, I might get a job, but you might not. So it might not be worth it.
Yeah, you're right there. There's no guarantees you're going to get a job, but if you have the qualifications and employers see you got the qualifications and you've been to uni, you've put the work in, you're more likely to get the job. I mean, what's going to happen if you want to be a structural engineer? You go to uni, you spent 4 or 5 years doing an engineering degree, you've passed your degree, you've got the qualifications. But then there's somebody who just shows up with a set square rule on a few pencils, and who's got all their information off the internet. Who's more likely to get the job? The yo-ho with the paper and set square, or the somebody who's got the fucking degree so they know what they're doing? Tell me that. You got more chance of getting employed if you've got the qualifications behind you than sitting at home giving bad advice to your botted subscribers. And yes, I think you are botting views, to be honest, because if you look at your stats, you can tell. You can tell these things. So anyway, well, at least he didn't mention being a slave, but you know, it is early days yet. I bet he mentions it in a couple of clips. So, next statement.
Think about Robin Williams. He had everything he could ever want. He had all the money to buy whatever he wanted, but he committed suicide because he realized money doesn't buy true happiness.
It is true that Robin Williams committed suicide because of depression, but I can't see how it was like, oh, he thought, oh, well, I'm a millionaire, but it doesn't buy me happiness, so I'll commit suicide. No, he did it because he was depressed. I can't see having a load of money is linked with depression. So that's... Did you not consider the fact that all millionaires... Do you think, oh, well, the millionaires, so therefore they're depressed. If they're all depressed and they've all committed suicide, we'll have no millionaires. So that money doesn't buy happiness is still bullshit, in all honesty. And people who say that money doesn't buy happiness either don't have the money, or they're jealous of those who do have the money. So a bullshit statement there. God, I'm going to need a show with all this shit you're doling out. Fucking hell. Next statement.
You can be the most dirt poor person and live the happiest life. Education and happiness have no ties whatsoever.
So, did you bother asking anyone else about this? Any students? Or have you consulted any literature? I doubt it. You say that uni and happiness is not linked together. And again, using myself as an example, I am happy that I'm in uni now. I wish I would have done it sooner, but I'm more happy than I was in my last bloody job. In the bloody warehouse. That just pissed me off. So I'm happy that I'm in education. Well, of course you didn't really consider this, did you? But quite a lot of people don't get the chance to get into education. Maybe somebody did apply for a place at Baltimore Uni, wherever it is you're going. Maybe they didn't get in because some dumbass, i.e. you, got the place before them. And now you are whinging and complaining about it. Now what would you say to that person? Hey, I'm the one who took your place, but I think you need shit, so yeah, you can have it. Well, you know, they've missed out on the year. Maybe, hopefully, they've got the second choice, but you know, Second choice is a second choice, you know, I'd rather get the first choice than the second choice, but you know, you've probably screwed someone over. Someone who's missed that chance because you took it, and now you're bitching, whinging, and crying about it, so again, more bullshit.
Education usually decreases happiness levels by a great amount. People study in college to get a job to make money, but what does money buy that guarantees true happiness?
Again, you're saying it decreases happiness and people get qualifications to get a job, but what does it buy them? Does it buy them true happiness? Well, buys them a house, food, clothing. If they've got a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, they can treat them, they can get married. Because this all costs money, by the way, it's not government handout. Raise a kid, get the kid through college, make a happy family. That doesn't come for free, unless you're lucky enough to meet someone who's got a ton of money, but that doesn't happen. And of course, are people happy when they're married? Some not. Most people are, but you know, you need money to live. You can't just live on handouts all the bloody time. And to be honest, the government handouts is just a joke. People work hard, and somehow get some money. So yeah, that is another shitty statement. You're not winning on this. You're clutching at straws here, pal. So God, I'm not even halfway through. I can feel myself getting more and more stupid just listening and watching your video. And in your videos as well. Bloody hell. You even have one called Positive Thinking. How to think positively. Don't take your own advice, do you? No, not at all. Let it continue.
True happiness must be found within, and from within all your relationships that we have in life. Yes, being smart is a bonus, but it's not necessary. The greatest people to be around surround themselves with the ones that can make them happy, because they make everyone else happy. While they're happy, everyone else feels happy, and everyone's happy, and that's a great life, guys. That's a terrific life that you should all live.
Good God. It's probably the only point you've made in this video that I can actually agree with you on. If you're around happy, if you're around people who are happy, you're happy, it rubs off, you know, Dave Bowie's song, I'm still happy, I hope you're happy too. Yeah, that's a fair point, but I think that's going to be the only point that I'm only going to agree with you on this one, but don't think you somehow won.
And they're not just greedy people who have all the money in the world and think they're better than others. Not every wealthy person is like that, obviously, but money guarantees nothing at all. We're a very material-based society. Materialistic things like money are not what guarantees happiness. And once again, happiness must be found within.
Like I said before, food, clothing, giving money to charity, helping others through charity, that makes people happy. Did you ever think of that? Probably not. Oh, because well, as long as Jesus is on my side. I'm not a Christian. I don't believe in any gods. So, in all honesty, if that's your belief, if you believe in God, fine. But don't keep crowing about it, because I feel myself getting stupid listening to you. Fucking hell. I'm gonna have to read a science book in a minute. Bloody hell.
Something must be done about lives being wasted. I don't want to waste 4 years of my life away out in a classroom listening to lectures. I could care less.
Like I said before, if you couldn't care less, quit, leave, chuck it in, throw in the towel, fuck off. Simple thing to do, just leave, you know. Tell them, no, college isn't for me, I'm just going to quit, I'm sorry I wasted all your time. Well, you're still going to have to bloody pay the fees anyway, so, you know, may as well finish the semester off. And it's only just 1 year you've completed, so you can't really say you did college. That's like me saying, I did the London Marathon when I've run a mile and spent the rest of it in the pub, so bullshit.
If I need to know information about what happened 500 years ago, I could use Google for that. Google offers those kind of services where you can instantly search things and get your results about any kind of education-based thing that you want. Even if it's not valid, even if it's Wikipedia, you can find a valid source, you can validify it, you can do the blah blah blah, and you can do that.
Yeah, Google is a good source of information, but you have to know where to look in the right places. Any Yahoo can just Google something. But the thing is though, with the information that's up there, you have to think about it critically. Use critical thinking. Take two pieces of information and decide, well, yeah, this one has good points, this one has good points, and make your own decisions. And in all honesty, you can't get a qualification in Googling shit, because anyone can do it. It's just looking for the exact information and the right information. And in all honesty, I would not touch Wikipedia with a barge pole. And anyone can edit that shit. It doesn't even have to be valid. It's just perhaps use that as a starting point. But I won't trust Wikipedia. No chance. But yeah, if someone looks at your CV and says, "Oh, I learned the history of X, Y, and Z by using Google," they're probably going to say, "Oh, okay, did you get any books out of the library? Did you use critical thinking?" I doubt you get far with that, but you know, if you're too stupid for school, then use Google.
That's really simple. Technology has revolutionized the world. We don't live in the 1800s anymore. You don't need to waste your life away. Education is taking away every aspect of your own happiness. Especially in college, you get brainwashed. There's just too many things going on at once. You get really confused, too hard.
If you find it so difficult, ask for help. Ask your lecturer, ask your professor, you know, I'm a bit stuck on this, can you help me? They have the knowledge, they can help you. If it's other problems you're having, they might know somebody who can help you, you know, refer you to someone else. They're not allowed to be mean to you, they're there to bloody help you, but you have to ask for the help. You can't just sit in your house and, "Oh, I don't understand this, so, oh, it's too hard, I'm getting a headache." And that brainwashing thing is absolute bullshit. It's not true at all. You're just making things up now to get sympathy of people. And in all honesty, I actually fear for your subscribers, because if they hear you going on about it, they might think, "Oh my god, it's true, it's right. What am I going to do? My god." You have to be real careful in these situations, because if you start giving misinformation, people are going to take it as the right information, as fact, and that's when shit starts hitting the fan. So yeah, another bullshit statement there. So god, there's not much left. I think you got to dive in. They might shit your phone up. Fucking hell. Anyway,
Professors try to make it hard on you so you can struggle through it, barely get through it, and be totally miserable.
well, the thing is with higher education is you have to push yourself. You're not bloody high school anymore, lower school, whatever you call it in America. They're not there to baby you. You have to make decisions. You have to push yourselves. The professors are probably going to hard you because they want you to achieve your full potential. And you said, "Oh, it makes things too hard." Well, like I said before, but you ask them. If you don't understand something, ask. But you know, it's you're just being a baby about this whole thing. Oh, it's too difficult. Jesus Christ. Yeah. You're not going to achieve your full potential by not asking. If you're stuck on something, ask. And of course, professors, they are paid to lecture you on whichever subject is history. If they're enthusiastic about it, they want you to be enthusiastic about it. They want you to push your grade because, one, it makes you look good for employers, and it makes the university look good because they say, look at that pass rate. This is a real good college to go to. It's a real good university to go to. And then you go, more people go, more people get higher grades, and everyone gets higher grades. So yeah, that statement is also invalid.
I can easily see why people drop out of college. College is pointless. Skills and talent make a career, things that cannot be obtained through education. The only jobs higher education is needed for are things like doctors and lawyers.
After the year, it is common for some people to drop out. It's just one of those things. People seem to think it's easy, and it's more difficult, so they just quit. And no one likes a quitter, to be honest. And that statement about it being pointless, and it's only good if you want to be a lawyer or a doctor. Well, here's a list of some jobs you can do that need a high good grades and a higher education. So I think the music is actually fitting now, to be honest. But yeah, roll the job list.
But who really wants to waste away their life till they're about 30 at grad school?
Oh, sorry. I was reading the book because your video's making me feel stupid. I had to put all the brain cells back in. So who wants to waste life at grad school till they're 30? People who want a decent job, perhaps. Do you think of that? You know, it's just, if you don't want a job in any industry similar to ones that are listed before, if you don't want that, then that's just fine. You don't have to, but you're just becoming more and more of a crybaby because you don't want to put the effort in. You don't think everyone else should put the effort in. So no, you might not want to waste your life. And to be honest, you think it's a waste of life, but people don't see it as a waste of time going to higher education. So again, you think you're talking for everyone when you're just talking for yourself. So next idiotic statement, please.
Politicians are some of the most ignorant people ever, and they're some of the highest educated as well. They think they're above everyone else? Ha, what a joke. They're the most idiotic and complicated people I know.
Some politicians are idiots, some are arrogant, but I think you're more arrogant, to be honest. And you say, "Oh, they're the most arrogant people I know." Do you know all of them? So tell me, please, how's Obama getting on? Did you speak with him regularly? Rush Limbaugh? Sarah Palin? Any other American politician I don't know anything about? You know, or were you trying to say they're arrogant because they're highly educated? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, but you give no indication of that because you're just trying to come up with every excuse under the sun, and to be honest, it's not working.
Everything is a 4-hour debate. They say things like, "Oh God, Obama said something we don't like at the State of the Union speech. Let's start drama for weeks on end about it. Let's just make a whole fiasco about it." Life is meant to be kept simple, not this complicated strain of stuff that gives us all headaches.
Well, that is politics for you. So they do try and make it difficult. It gives you headaches. It gives you headaches. That's because you don't understand what the hell they're on about. And in all honesty, you know, if you had some education, some thought process, perhaps you would understand what they're saying. But you know what? If you don't like what the politicians are saying, vote them out. Well, then you're not old enough to vote anyway. So when that day comes and you don't like what they're saying, X in the box for the other guy. Simple. Or do you need educating on that? I don't know anymore, to be honest. In fact, this video has gone on for so damn long, I'm losing the will to live. So let's try and get through this together, eh?
Not only does college have these effects, guys, but it also affects the family. The family grows apart because you can't physically be with your family. You can't physically touch them, hug them, hold them. You can't do that. And that is mental torture. Who wants to be away from their family? Who wants that kind of life?
Oh, who wants to be away from their family? Other people might, you know. That's something you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to make your own life, start your own family at some point. And in all honesty, if you want to hang on with your family all the time, that's fine. But not everyone wants to do that. In all honesty, when I leave education, I'm going to have to leave home anyway, because if I can't get a job locally, well, you just go where the jobs are. So, in all honesty, I might not be around where I live. I'll be around the country, but you know what? It's something I'm going to have to deal with, and something you're going to have to deal with one day, because you can't stop on with your family all the damn time. It's just a fact of life. Deal with it.
There's no need for life to be that messy. You're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to live a good life, not that kind of life. College makes it that messy and makes life a living hell.
Fuck off. Life at college is a living hell? Well, bullshit. It's only a living hell if you make it a living hell. If you create these problems or don't deal with the problems. What a sack of shit. Bloody hell. You've had one year at college and you think this? You think it's hell now? Bloody hell, 2-3 more years down the line, kid, you're gonna be a mess. Unless you deal with it. Oh God. And anyone, if you're still with me, if you're still watching this, do not worry. We have not got that long to go on this video. And I appreciate you guys from sticking this out. Thumbs up, and comment below if you're still with me, because I'm going to put, you guys are going to get a double chance at the giveaway that I might be doing middle of the year. Anyway, let's carry on.
This is where country's headed, folks.
Yeah, this is where it's heading, folks, because I'm the Prophet Price and I know everything about college. Give me strength.
While high school education should still be mandatory, college education should be used only for high-end jobs. The amount of money people have to pay for a college education is ridiculous anyways. Who wants to pay all that money, wasting all that money, just to be brainwashed and held a slave? Held a slave. Well, do you know what? Life ain't free. You've had free education so far, which is paid by taxes, I believe. But do you know what? When you leave college, you get a job, and you pay the fees off. Life isn't free, you know. It's just a fact of life, and you're not a fucking slave. Don't keep saying you're a slave to education, because one, slaves don't get paid. Slaves are forced to do the work. You're not forced to do anything. So again, don't keep saying you're a slave to education, because you're not. It's no wonder why depression and mental disorders have gone way up in this country, and I can testify that. I can testify to that, thank you. Students are so stressed out to the point of wanting to kill themselves over education because they're that stressed, guys. It's so much in their mind, their brains are getting washed by these professors. They're getting so brainwashed. I guarantee there's someone watching this right now that's very brainwashed, and I get where you're coming from. And where have you read this then? Books, journals, websites? You've proven no proof of this, so I think that is bullshit. Stress levels do go up, but you know it's. And in all honesty, it's you trying to brainwash people, feeding this shit out to everyone who's watching your video. So, you know, you're saying education's brainwashing you, yet you're trying to brainwash people with these incorrect facts. And in all honesty, if I was doing that kind of video, I'd say, look, here's some facts cited below. I've used journal websites, you know, Science Direct, Psychology Today, I've used books. Here are the links, but
Or you provide the links for us, just well, your website and Twitter and such as that. So again, if you provide no proof, you can't say it's fact. So in all honesty, another bullshit.
Education is the problem, and it must be eliminated. Education, you can have high school education, but college education should be eliminated and gone.
So, higher education should be limited and gone out the window. So, what if you want to cure diseases? People get sick, you need structural engineers to rebuild stuff, modernise stuff, improve stuff. But of course, Bryce wants that. Flushing on the toilet. Where are we going to end up? In the Stone Age, living in caves. But of course, if you want to rule like that, well, I'll tell you what. Go live in a third world country where people are being repressed all the time. And in all honesty, I think some dictator kind of did away, won't let people get educated, so... God, you're not turning into a dictator, are you? Bloody hell. You have to watch his ideologies, pal, bloody hell. God knows what's going to happen if you keep saying that shit, bloody hell.
So what do I think is the solution to this? Honestly, I think the solution is give everyone equal pay. It's like anything else. It's like racism, discrimination. We're discriminating people that don't have a college education, and that doesn't mean they're not smart. You know, most jobs, you can still go without a college education. You just get less money, and I don't think that's fair at all.
A doctor will get paid the same as a street sweeper. Well, that's not fair because the doctor has more responsibility. You know, patients and doling out medicines, whatever. He's got more responsibility. So the more skilled you are, the more you get paid. So that's life. That's how things should be. You know, and I'm not having a go at street sweepers, but in all honesty, it's not as difficult a job as a doctor's job will be, or an engineer's job. It's the whole more responsibility. You need to be more educated. You need more skill set to do it. So. Again, your little utopian dream, it's not happening. And like I said, saying stuff like that, it is getting a bit close to communism, is it? I'm not much on politics, but yeah, that kind of stuff is a bit, that's dangerous talk, in all honesty, dude.
I don't think it's fair to go through all that suffering just to make some extra money, because guess what? Money and rolling the dough, that's not what life's about. Life's about being happy, exploring, getting out there, experiencing new things, guys. That's life. That's life. That's why we're here. We're here to live and to experience life and experience every single breath. And education is just not going there. You're held a slave and you're told what to do. And that's not the life to live, guys. You're not supposed to be told what to do. You make up what you do. You be creative. You be who you were made to be. You know, education keeps you in a cell.
Well, life's difficult, you know, and education can be difficult for some people, so it doesn't keep you in the cell, and you nearly made it to the end of the video without saying education makes you a slave. You nearly did it, pal, but I was rooting for you as well, fucking hell. But again, you're still bitching about the same points and making the same point. Okay, I've made the same point about you quitting, but making the same point over and over again is not going to make it any more or less true. And your entire argument throughout this video is just been... it's been crap. Bloody hell. Even a constipated rhino can bloody make a better conversation and make more better arguments than you can. Bloody hell.
But when you take that away and you just experience happiness, true joy, oh my gosh, you feel like you're flying on the wings of an eagle, guys. You can do so much with your lives when you're really happy. But education will never make you feel truly happy, because once again, when it's all about the money, just like any other celebrity, they get depressed because guess what?
And you have experience of this, don't you? Oh wait, you've only done 1 year, so that's crap. And the money thing is still irrelevant in this argument. It's got nothing to do with it. So I'm calling bullshit on that one again. It's just a fact, and you're gonna have to live with it.
Money's not enough. Materialistic things, extrinsic motivation is not enough to keep you going. You have to have intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is what's on the outside. Intrinsic, it's on the inside. What's in your heart? What's in your soul? You know, if you're a Christian, then just live your life based on what God is telling you to do. You know, live your life.
What God tells you to do. So this applies to Christians only, does it then? Not everyone's a Christian, and to be all honesty, again, as someone who doesn't believe in God, that I'm just going to bullshit that straight away. It's not even relevant.
Based on what He tells you, and even based on what your family tells you, listen to everyone, right? Just listen to yourself. Listen to what yourself tells you. You know, what makes you happy every day? What can you do to help others? You know, how can you help out your local food shelter? That's what it's about. It's not about, oh, let's just educate myself. No.
Do what makes you happy. Okay, so what happens if you want to get an education, but your family says no? What are you going to do then? Oh, I want to go... Dad, I want to go to college. No, son, you're not going to college. But I want to become a doctor. Well, Bryce does say if you want to be a doctor, you should go to college. Ah, thanks, Dad. But what about it this way? Dad, I want to go to college. No, son, you're not going to college. But I want to be an engineer and build bridges. Well, Bryce did say no to that one. Doctor or lawyer for you, son. But Dad... No, son. What about that then? Did you think of that? No, I fucking doubt it.
If you want to go with education, then educate others. Don't educate yourself, because that's not going to get you anywhere in life.
Oh, you should educate others. But don't you need some kind of education to do that? I mean, okay, if it's basic stuff, how to drive, you know, but what happens if you want to teach someone history? Okay, maybe, okay, what about... God, it's quite interesting, that is. So, if you want to educate others, shouldn't you have some kind of education in that? Shouldn't you gain some knowledge for that? Because there's no point in just sitting there bullshitting your way, talking about something you don't know about. That's not going to work. So again, another invalid point. I'm actually surprised you're not deleted this video yet. I no doubt you're going to delete this video by the time you're seeing this, and you've probably even thumbs down it already. You probably haven't made it to this point, so there's going to be some interesting comments in this video. Be fun to see them. Anyway, let us carry on.
That money is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to show you had a well-lived life either. Not just because you have all the money in the world means you're going to be the happiest son of God ever. That's not true at all. Actually, most of the people with all the money in the world are actually some of the most miserable people, because they relied too much on their money to make their happiness, and they don't rely on themselves and their own motivation. So for everyone who's watching this, you're probably wondering, what is Saucy Saturday then? Who is the person who is uploading this?
Who is Saucy Saturday? Well, it is my thoughts on who or what Saucy Saturday is. It's a dumbass who went to uni for a year and thinks he knows it all. And this education is brainwashing you. Well, it seems like you're trying to brainwash your viewers. So, you know, I really do not like your channel, unfortunately. I've tried, I've watched quite a watched most of your videos, and honestly, I just see one great big arsehole.
So basically, this channel accepts everyone, and everyone is welcome. So you're probably wondering why I'm being so judgmental towards education and stuff. This is not judging, this is fact.
Well, you say the channel's open to everyone, as long as they agree with exactly what you're saying. And again, you say it's fact, but you're proving no evidence. If you're going to provide evidence, I'll at least link a couple of journal articles. You know, there's plenty of journal websites, Science Direct. I don't know all of them, but you know, credible journals, peer-reviewed journals. You know, anything. But no, you're just flopping your lips and saying it's fact. Well, I can do the same thing. If you eat a tennis ball, it'll cure cancer. There you go. That's a fact. Have I proved evidence? No. Well, I've just said it. It's a fact. So yeah, that's feel good. Back your facts up, Bryce. For once in your life, back them up.
Whether you choose to accept it or not. I'm standing up for every teenager and every college student and everyone who didn't have the guts to stand up for themselves because they're too afraid of society judging them, because society is so judgmental. So judgmental.
Standing up for everyone? Who? Who made you the spokesperson? You just so arrogant. 1 year! 1 year and you know it all. Well, that's fucking education. Fucked if you know everything in a year. Bloody hell. That's a very short course, that is. 1 year and you'll know it all. I've been at uni for 3 years. I don't know all the bloody processes, the technical chemical processes involved. Fucking hell. But you know, I'm gonna have to deal with that. I might have to do another year at uni. I don't know yet. It just depends on circumstances. But yeah, you're not a spokesperson for anyone in here, pal. So that's because you can just give up saying that straight away. I'm thinking that particularly. Like I said, your arrogance is showing through again. I know it all. Well, you know, fuck all, pal.
You may think I'm ignorant, immature, or something else, but every statistic proves all I've said as fact. Suicide rates and depression rates go up in college. That's why drinking rates are so high. People feel the need to drink or cover up their stress. They feel the need to smoke it off or do dope or do drugs.
Every statistic proves that. Again, prove it. Drinking and smoking and, to a small extent, drug taking does take place at unis because, well, people are away from home. They want to experience new things. At home they can't, well, they can probably drink if they're legally old enough. But of course they're going to do that. They're going to make friends, they're going to go out, they're going to get drunk, come into a lecture hungover. I've seen people do it. It's just a fact of what happens at uni. Stuff happens there, you know. And I can't say it's possibly related to depression. You know, you drink because you're depressed, but it's something that happens. I mean, smoke it off. Yeah, that's a stupid term. Like, smoke it off. Anyway, see, and again, you just grasping at straws, trying to make your argument valid, and the amount of bullshit you've spouted so far. Even if you do make a valid point, it's just going to make no difference to this video. No difference whatsoever.
So what is Saucy Saturday? Saucy Saturday is a place where you can grow your true happiness and discover what life is really about.
So what is Saucy Saturday? Well, it's where you can discover what an 18-year-old knows about life and education. And that is fuck all.
Life isn't about being trapped in a room and taking tests. Life is about the vastness of your mind, exploring the world through yourself and your relationships with others. Saucy Saturday is a welcoming community where everyone is welcome. I don't care if you're gay, lesbian, Christian, highly educated people, poor people, wealthy people, and all others.
You said everyone's welcome. But as long as they agree with you, and judging by 1 or 2 comments left on videos, I really do doubt that. And then you go and say that, coming back, it's killing me now. Even if you don't agree with you, but people with higher education are still welcome, yet you're slagging higher education off, so you hate education, but people who are highly educated are welcome. That's not really valid point though, is it? What, you can tell I'm getting tired of this shit now, bloody hell. This video's going to be well over half an hour. Well, that's what happens when you have a dumbass on your hands.
This is the way Jesus was. He gave freely of his life to others and showed them the way to true happiness, and he also showed them the way to life. Education traps you in a corner, but happiness sets you free. Happiness sets you free. The true power of happiness is incredible.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah, if you say so. I still think you're full of shit and you keep spouting it, so I've got a shovel, because I'm going to need it to clear up after this lot. Fucking hell.
Saucy Saturday is a vlogging / personality channel.
Saucy Saturday is a personality channel. Yeah, you have the personality of a diarrhea-ridden goat.
Where I do inspirational videos, entertaining videos, and also challenges, etc. Get ready to have some fun on this channel, you know, and apply some great concepts to your own life to make it more enjoyable.
Make it more enjoyable, eh? Well, I probably might enjoy it if you weren't so arrogant and you gave actual credible arguments, you gave evidence. But no, you're just an arrogant ass, why? So, no, not a chance. I am no way subscribing to you, no way in hell.
I want to change the world one Saucy Saturday at a time.
No. You're not going to change anything. We're not in my world anyway. And to be honestly, just put the sauce bottle down, turn off the camera, make a decision. Do you want to stop at this uni, at this college? Because if you don't, you've wasted your entire 1 year of your life. Sort yourself out. For God's sake, don't just complain about it. Do something about it.
So if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe to Saucy Saturday. And as always, guys, stay saucy and everyone have a very saucy Saturday.
Stay healthy and have a good Saturday. Well then, here's how my Saturday's going to be. This video is going to be uploaded, so even though I'm shooting this on like a Friday, so yep, this video will be up. And here are my thoughts on your video. Why America is fucked. 1. You're in no position whatsoever to give advice on education because you've only had 1 year at uni. I'm going to pull up the list here. 2. You have proven absolutely nothing about education depression. You've not linked any journals whatsoever. You've not given any credible evidence. And reiterating your facts over and over again does not make it any more or less true. You claim education is brainwashing, you think it's a waste of time, yet you're trying to brainwash people who are watching your channel. What else we got? You're an arrogant arsehole, and I've seen the Social Blade chat logs on what you've been saying. And you have to bear in mind, what you're saying on chat rooms like that is recorded. And it's like up on YouTube. What you say up on YouTube, it's recorded, it's there. Okay, you may delete it, but it's still going to be there somewhere. Where are we? That was number 5. Number 6. And I'm calling you out on this one because I think you are botting your views. There's something about your statistics on the Social Blade website that does not stack up. No way are you getting that many views for that many videos. It is out of kilter, so I think you are definitely botting views. And finally, put the sauce bottle away and stop crying like a little baby. Because to be honest with you, life is hard, life is difficult. You're just going to have to deal with the ups and downs. You're saying that education is a waste of time. Well, would you be saying education is a waste of time 10 years down the line, 10, 20 years down the line, where you're in a place where you don't want to be? You're in a low paid job and you think, oh god, if we would have stopped on at university, I could be working in an art gallery, you know, because you said you took art, you know. You could be telling, go on an art gallery, being a curator, said, well, you know, you can see with this painting, you know, Van Gogh, you know, he had these brush strokes and he was feeling this, and with your history as well backed up. You can say, well, Van Gogh was born in this year and he painted this, did this many paintings and la-di-da, but no. You just kind of rubbished it because you found it difficult, because you didn't really read the perspectives. So, yep. That is it. I'm Driver Films, and that's my view, that's my thoughts on Saucy Saturday's video. Link to that is in the description if you're not seen it already, and probably guaranteed he's going to try and false flag this, claim this, what have you. Well, this is done under Creative Commons license, which basically I can take a video, I can critique it, put a commentary on it, put my own views on it, and you can't do fuck all. So then, Saucy Saturday, instead of stay saucy, you can fuck off. Thank you for watching, people, and again, those who have stopped this long, your name's going to go into the hat when I do, if I ever do the giveaway. It's probably going to be mid of the year, possibly. I don't know what I'm giving away yet, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm going to lie down now, but yeah, see you next video. Thanks for watching.